Oh, y'all, before we get started, I have to make this announcement.
For some reason, in Chasing Atlanta, there's it's a competition. I don't understand why.
Why are the girls right here saying that I had got a Range Rover with an Alaska tag?
Alaska?
They didn't call me and ask me for money. I do want to clarify that. However, what phone call I did receive. Everybody go. 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 What is going on, everybody? This is Oliver Twixt, the hair dirty charge, here with Lauryn England, the star.
Lauren Giselle.
Oh, girl. Lauryn from Chasing Atlanta. Chasing Atlanta, a show that we both are on. I was about to say stars of.
We are stars. We are.
You mean like in our own right?
All right, on the show, we're the stars of the show. We talk about the most, love or hate.
And we're going to break down episodes 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay? 1 and motherfucking 2.
For episode 1, I'm just going to say the names of the different people. And we're just going to try to remember. Because I really don't remember. Like, already I don't remember. Is that bad? By the way,
you forgot what names or what people?
No, I didn't say I forgot anyone's name. I said that I forgot, like, what happened in the episode.
But that's
like
even worse.
Well, not because it was boring, just I just forgot. Don't try to put words in my mouth. She's a shady bitch. Girl, you so shady.
Oh, y'all, before we get started, I have to make this announcement. This good, precious seasoning by my good sister, Oliver Twixt. Seafood, baby. Let me tell you this. You see this crab leg, baby? You see this?
Perfect for your butter sauce.
We finna eat down. And it's all made with this seasoning, so y'all need to go ahead and go order it.
OliverTwixt.com.
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 A real website. So make sure y'all order it.
What did you think about Dominique?
What do you mean what I thought about?
Episode 1, he was new. He was the guy I met. Should we start with Dominique or should we start with Kendra? Should we start at the top of the show?
No. Start with the least to be worried about.
I guess we can start with Q. What did you think about Q and his new book?
It was amazing.
Where were you? Why weren't you there?
I actually think at the time I was. Oh, I think I was in China or something like that. Like I don't think I was in Atlanta.
Did you buy the book?
No, honestly, I haven't.
Why didn't you buy your friend's book?
I mean, as crazy as it sounds, I just didn't get a chance to. To be honest.
Well, that's fair.
Like I think we, you know what I'm saying? Like this, like I can ask him, like, did you buy your mom a wig?
What do you think about my scene back in the club when I was performing?
Your scene performance, I liked your deliverance.
My deliverance or my delivery?
Deliverance. I didn't drink and shut up.
My deliverance or my delivery? I haven't been delivered though. I haven't delivered from people and they bullshit.
Good. You and what's his name? Troy. Y'all conversation, it was cute.
I just wish somebody would have told me my hair was falling.
Was it?
Yes! Cause you know the gray isn't my real hair. Again, I for the record, I know I've said it in the past, but I will say it again. The gray is not my real hair. The gray is not my real hair. The gray is not my real hair. The gray
is not.
The black is my hair.
But the gray.
The gray is not. I've
His
said
real
this.
hair.
I have been very transparent with it. It's not my real hair.
It's not.
So sometimes when it's humid outside, my hair would just fall. And it was like, girl, nobody was telling me my hair was falling. But that's okay, because now I put extra protection.
Extra glue.
I don't glue my hair.
Oh, you sew it?
No, it's not sewn.
What is it? Is it there?
I'm not going to tell you, but it's not glued or sewn. It's very easy. It's the easiest thing I do every day. Mm-hmm. A bobby pin.
I was vanilla. A stylist will know.
A stylist would know. Yes, cracking.
Did you buy Q's book?
No, I didn't buy his book.
Why?
Because we weren't friends at the time. So why would I support him? That would be fake. So fun fact, Gardini actually wanted me to pop up at Q's thingy that night. And Gardini was going to send me a card to pop up at Q's book signing. Gardini is so messy. But he was like, sister, you should come support your friend. I was like, well, girl, I haven't spoken to her. I don't want to just pop up at her thing and she thinks I'm trying to ruin it. I really did not want to bring me and Q's problems into this season.
Well, it had to be done because it's real reality.
But it had nothing, like, it just...
it was y'all reality. It don't matter about...
It didn't have to be our reality. What about me meeting with Dominique and him volunteering your story on how he knew you? And y'all, that's how it happened in real life. Like, me and the guy were just talking. He just was like, yeah, your friend Jalen, who I know back at home, who my sister used to live with her, and then her boyfriend kicked her out. And I honestly was sitting there like, are y'all pranking me right now? Like in real life, if you just met somebody and they're like, hey, I know your friend and your friend did this, which is like bad shit. Like all that stuff he said, all that stuff wasn't compliments about you. It was bad stuff. Of course I'm going to go back and tell my friend, sir, I don't know you.
I really didn't think nothing much of the scene other than when you had told me about it. I was like, that's so crazy that he would bring that on the show because last time I said something good to him was I was going to tell Chase and Atlanta producers that, you know, he'll be a great candidate for the show. That's the last thing
For real?
Yeah. And then I seen him at Pride and I was like, hey, we talked, my best friend Jay was with me, you know he from him. So it wasn't like, so when you said it, I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. He would wait until the show or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, to talk about it with me. Because I don't have no issue with him. So I was like, I hope he wouldn't try to create an issue with me. But I don't have no issue with him. Like, that's something, like, if it really bothers you, I would respect the person more if they just bring, you know what I'm saying? Even if it is going to be talked about on the show, I would rather, like, we talk about it outside of the show, especially something that happened that long ago. Out of all the times I've seen you out, everything, Instagram, Facebook, you never said nothing to me about it.
I mean, there's no way anyone could be upset about a friend who goes and tells another friend what a stranger, because Dominique was a stranger to me. I literally had just met him that day. My only interaction with Dominique had been him like DMing me saying that he wanted to groom Cookie and for me to bring Cookie up there. And I was like, hey, I'm out of town, or hey, you know, I'm not available. I was like, you know, just keep hitting me up and one day, you know, it'll happen. He told me he came to my show the week before, which I believe I invited him because I think they had told me he was a cast member then. I think they had told me he was. I don't know. I can't remember it in specifics. And then on top of that, you in your confessional admitted that the people told you I was messy. So if you know I was messy, if you're saying that you know I'm messy, why would you tell me?
Because he wanted you to say something to me, I think.
So if that's regardless of whatever scenario, how you want to spin it, you are the one who brought this to the arena and you're the one who brought it to me. My thing is, if you were really trying to talk to Lauryn and resolve something with her, you would have just went, he just would have went straight to you.
Like, you would have said nothing to nobody.
You would have said nothing to nobody. Like, if that was something to me, and then it's like on episode 2, you're sitting down talking about it with Cameron, and you're like, you volunteered it again with Cameron. This is something obviously you want people to know. Yeah. I mean, which in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing technically wrong with that. But if you're gonna do it, just own it. You know, just own it. Be like, yeah. I mean, anybody with 2 eyes and 2 ears and 2 noses can see what's going on here.
It's just for the show.
And I like Dominique. I think he's upset with me. I think he is, from what I've heard. First of all, I think he's very attractive. I love his style. His confessional was cute. And the times I have spent with him, which have been outside of filming. Like, there's been times where we weren't filming and I had an event and I would invite him, Rico, and Troy out and all of us would be together. You know, whatever, because I wanted to extend that type of energy. You know, I wanted to at least try to cultivate some type of relationship, you know? But I still don't know. I still don't know you, but I think he's nice. This shit happened a long time ago, y'all. This shit, the people said we can't tell y'all how long ago it happened. Just know it happened a long time ago. It happened a long time ago. Like, there was a whole number on my age when I filmed some of these scenes, and I had just turned that age. And of course, Kendra's out of jail. What do you think about that? What do you think about that opening scene with her walking out and Wayne the Pain was bringing her deflated balloons? Wayne the Pain, nor Kendra, nor anyone from her camp, they didn't call me and ask me for money. I do want to clarify that because I think from watching the show, it seems as if maybe when I was talking, I was insinuating they were calling me, asking me for money. Which they never did call me and ask me. No one called me and asked me for money. Did anyone call you and ask you for money?
No, I think no one called me.
However, what phone call I did receive from Wayne the Pain, and if I had enough energy to go grab my other phone, my phone I had back then that still has all of my text messages, call logs, as well as screen recordings and voice recordings. Because you're not the only one who knows how to press record too, my dear. Wayne the Pain called me when I was in New York City. And it's like, he called me, I'll never forget, he called me in the middle of me making a left on the street next to the Hudson River. I was leaving New York City to I was headed to Harlem because I had to get dressed to get picked up by the car. The people booked me in New Jersey to come host something that night.
What do what?
To host something. They booked.
And what?
They booked me to come host something that night.
Say that one more time.
Girl, here she goes.
No, just say it one more time.
They booked me to come host something, but it was like a day of booking, so I had to go. I was down.
They called you right on the spot.
They called me right on the spot.
So the girls call you right on the spot.
Yeah, they do. And then I answer. If they money right, I'll answer. Okay. If they money, as long as your money right, I'm good. Bitch, what you need me to do, I'll come do it.
But you always book, right?
I mean, yeah, I have a healthy booking schedule. Okay. It's healthy, it's cute, you know, it does what it does.
So you be paying bullshit, like no attention.
No, but the thing about it is, Lauren, I can't afford to really pay bullshit attention because it takes away energy from my craft and me running my businesses and me being able to show up in places in full Oliver Twist mode. Like, there's no way I could go perform or go be in front of a camera or do an interview or do anything if I'm constantly in my phone battling with bitches in the comment section. Like, that's crazy. Like, no.
Especially when at the end of the day, it really don't matter.
To me, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
To me, it doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, you gonna sleep.
But what I was saying was, he did call me when I was in New York City, and I was in the midst of leaving Times Square to get clothes to go to my friend's apartment because they were picking me up. The car was coming to pick us up from Harlem to go to New Jersey.
A thing. No, we know it's a thing though. So at the same time, because access to dancers and making this flow and big and popping is what we can do. Loud and speakers. We make noise.
He called me. He was like, his exact words to me were, both hands before God on my dead great grandmama grave. He said, Oliver, I need your help. They're not helping me. The people he was referring to when he said they was production, because he felt like production should have been doing more to help Kendra get out of jail. And you already know what the people at production give. You already know what they give. And he felt like that wasn't enough. And he said, they're not helping. He was like, I hate to use these words because it makes me sound so egotistical. But he said, the people like you, referring to the people that watch the show, he was like, the people like you, can you help any type of way by sharing it? At this time, Gardini had helped Wayne the Pain set up the Cash App in the first flyer for Cash Apps and Free Little Kendra. He was like, Oliver, can you help me? So Oliver said, I will help you by selling t-shirts on my website. I'll design something, sell t-shirts. And I'm not sure if I told him then we would do a benefit concert. But I do know that same day I text you and I text We Were Born, like, hey, can we get together and do a benefit concert? So no, nobody called me, and I can say nobody called you, right? Nobody called you and said we need money. However, I did get a phone call from Wayne the Pain saying he needed my help or would like my help, and I agreed because at the time Kendra was my friend.
Then when it was so much commotion, I was like, do we really gotta have it in my store because I don't feel like having no drama.
Well, what was the commotion that was going on? See, people don't put shit in context. The commotion that was going on was Wayne the Pain was doing interviews against the show and saying that nobody was helping him. The show was still airing, so people was getting in their feelings about stuff that was going on. We Were Born was getting upset with everybody and going live. It was a lot of commotion going on.
And that's when I was like, well, I just don't want to have it in my store. It's going to be too much. Like, I don't feel like cleaning up all this If somebody get the, I don't want to do it.
But I knew I wanted to do something with everybody on the cast could come together and we can make more money doing something together, and the show can film it. That way people can see that we got together, did something for her. It's legit. Y'all go ahead and send her some money and help her get out. Wayne the Pain started doing interviews talking about ain't nobody helping him. The producers of Chasing Atlanta not helping. Then Wiley show interviews. Go hit up Wiley and ask him.
We still got to come up with $8,000 for a bond. That's not the 10. That's the 10% is the $8,000. So,
can you tell the world how much money do Kendra make from being on Chasing Atlanta?
Kendra pays money, I'll say, to be on Chasing Atlanta. As a show production, they're not really paying. They don't give anything, to be honest. They don't do anything.
So they don't pay. So what you're saying is she working for free?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Why haven't production raised a GoFundMe account or a crowdfunding account to help pay for her bail money?
Now that really has me bothered too. I've been reaching out to a lot of people. I feel like, I don't know why it hasn't been, but Gardini did help me put up, he did the flyers. We actually got a cash out, had Free Little Kendra, and we're trying to raise money to help pay for it.
Anywho, with the editing process, when you talk to those executive producers, the power that be, what is the conversation when you bring up why haven't y'all gave money to Kendra? Or when are y'all gonna start to promote the Free Kendra storyline?
Well, I know it's been up over a week now. It was actually made maybe last Monday. I asked about it being on that episode that was coming up.
Hey, Amelia.
They told me that everything was already edited. So I was like, I just sat back and wait. You know what I'm saying? Then this last episode that just aired, and I still didn't see anything. So I was just like, okay.
You were upset.
So it's just nothing gonna be.
Yeah.
And then right before that, it was a Chasing Reality.
Apocalypse. Hey, Apocalypse.
On Oliver.
I was like, Wayne, how can you get on there and say that when you just called me and I told you I would help you? Like, I told you I'm in New York City. Give me a second. I had just got booked that day to go do a hosting in New Jersey. I was trying to find clothes. I was trying to get situated. I'm in a whole different state at the time with not a lot of money, trying to figure out my own shit. So I told him, just give me a second. Wait, I'll call you when I get back home. At that time, I couldn't talk any business because I was doing my own thing. I told you I would talk to you when I get back home. I was trying to get Wayne the Pain to understand, like, you can't get mad at nobody because they don't want to do something. Like, you can't get mad at them. That's not Chasing Reality job. And the people at Chasing Reality at the time was like, Wayne the Pain, you doing all these interviews and you going live and you doing all this posting saying ain't nobody helping you. We not finna deal with you or Kendra. You remember that? That no scene or anything we sent concerning T.S. Kendra would get approved because they wasn't featuring her at the time. And I believe, if my memory serves me right, the thing that hit the nail, I remember the thing that hit the nail on the coffin was Wayne the Pain put the song out. We called him and we had a conversation with him. Girl, you told him off. I didn't tell Wayne the Pain off.
I did. I was drunk. I did.
You told him off. I just said, Wayne the Pain, please take the song down because the mix doesn't sound good. Like, y'all, the mix did not sound good. It's not me reading nobody. The mix was not finished.
So when it comes to the contracts, I do want to like clarify that Wayne did send the contracts.
So girl, why you say he never sent you the contract? You just saying
what I said was, I really didn't remember.
Well, he never sent me
But
the
no,
contract.
I was still upset because I felt like, even if I didn't sign it, why would you still put it out? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I was trying to say. Like, that was my point. Because you was like, well, he never sent it to me. I said,
he never brought me the contract.
I told you that, I was like, I never got a chance to sign it. You get what I'm saying? So I do take back of saying that he never gave me the contract because he did.
Well, that's big of you.
He did give me the contract.
He did. You just
said
it's
right there in the email. He gave me the contract. Now, I do not see. I honestly cannot even find the email. I just seen the screenshot that they said. So I don't think a bitch got that much time in their hands. I hope they don't to be making no fake emails.
Well, no one ever sent me a contract. I was waiting for it. I was waiting to sign off on them because I wanted to sign.
And I never got a chance to sign because I said I want to hear the final mix. I was waiting till we had, you know what I'm saying, did the final mix.
In y'all brains, it's more profitable and there's a better result if her and I are going at it versus her not being cool.
I mean, my thing is,
lady, me and you talked on the phone when you got out of jail and everything was cool. You asked me if I was gonna still do the song. That was another thing. She was like, I asked if I was still gonna do the song. No. I did not. You said, you was like, so Oliver, you gonna do the song? I was like, Kendra, I don't mind doing the song. Why? Because I never had an issue with you. Mm-hmm. I messaged Wayne the Pain when I heard she was getting out. I was like, hey, I hear she's getting out. I want to talk to her. I want to smooth things over with her. I have a show coming up. I would love if she came through and performed. This would be a great moment for people to see her again and a great moment for her and I. It'll be a great example for the community and the people that are fans of us and the show and all of that. In the message, I said, I love Kendra. I don't mind apologizing. You know, I don't want no bad blood between her and I because there's a reason for her and I to have bad blood. It was a miscommunication. Yeah. There was nothing rooted in trying to do bad to her. Let me tell you, if I want to do a motherfucker bad, trust me, y'all, everybody in this world is
it ain't gonna be about nothing petty though.
Right. You said in your confessional, yes, I did talk to Oliver, and I'm pretty sure he recorded it. If I can say it once, I can say it again. So if you say that, you know what you said in that conversation, and what you said in that conversation was you and I was cool. Like, just my thing is, if you're gonna do it, just admit it. Just admit that the reason why after you and I got on the phone and spoke and we were cool, you then decided to do this diss song and go on this tirade and all that other stuff because you thought it would be more profitable and beneficial to you and your career to beef with me.
These girls need to just keep focused on their own stuff. I mean, the time they took out to bring our name was the time they could have been promoting their brands. Not discussing how broke I am. If I'm broke, let me be broke.
I'm broke too. I don't got no money.
I'm just saying, I let me be broke. Maybe people stop asking me for money. Maybe people stop expecting so much from me. Let me be broke. I want to be broke.
You want to be broke? Me too.
That's not what my focus was for chasing Atlanta. I'm not chasing everybody else. I'm chasing my dreams, my goals. Speaking of, I went to China. 30 whole days. I seen a lot of people saying that.
30 whole days.
I've seen somebody make them comment, oh, well, did Lauryn go to China because she didn't want to have a conversation about the system? It's just like, well, one, the day that I shot that scene, I was leaving for China the next day, so how could I not want to go to China?
That is true.
How can I not go to China? How can I go to China because I don't want to have a conversation with somebody that I had just found out about that conversation the day before I was supposed to go to China? So that does not add up. No cast member, no friend, no family member, no dog, no cat, no nothing can make me go to somewhere else because they said something about me. And if you got that much authority,
you so country, that much authority,
you need to be on a whole nother planet because this is not where you belong. If you making bitches move all the way like that.
Oh my God, I feel like, I mean, let me tell y'all something. I love chasing Atlanta, and chasing Atlanta is a big deal to a lot of people, but it's like, in my brain, I'm like, girl, this is
just something fun to do.
This is supposed to me. It's fun for me to do.
It's something fun.
Like it's something fun for me to do.
Some people think it's stressful, but it's fun
for no reason.
It's supposed to be fun. Throw a little light shade, call it a day. That's it. But when you start getting nasty and dirty and bringing up people's background stories, and it's just like for YouTube, it's like maybe they handle you a check up on the table. I ain't know nothing about it.
For some reason, in chasing Atlanta, there's it's a competition. I don't understand why.
I keep going.
I've had conversations with members of the cast, both present and past, and I've told them, just be yourself. People will fall in love with you if you just yourself. The people that's not gonna like you, they just not gonna like you. But if
you can't make everybody like you.
You can't make everybody like you. But I feel like people on this show, they want to be the Nene or whatever. They want to get the most reads in. They want to shame the girls. They want to go viral. They want to be in charge of the girls instead of just be in charge of your destiny. Be in charge of your credit. Be in charge of your career.
Keep going.
Be in charge of your mental state. Be in charge of your body. Be in charge of your health. Be in charge of your business. Be in charge of your craft. Be in charge of your wallet. Be in charge of those things that you can control. And I promise you, everything else will be added unto you. Girl, this is not, Chasing Atlanta is not a pageant. Chasing Atlanta is not no sorority. Chasing Atlanta is not no Amazing Race. It is a reality. It is a nonsense scripted.
And people be so upset. It's just like, girl, you know when you go to sleep at night, you know you could care less. Stop acting up.
Yeah, we can go on to episode 2. I mean, I wrote some notes for episode 2.